main point of this video is to mention that there's been an attempted hostile takeover of Our Revolution Antelope Valley in California. The other point to make is that there's no party unity between Biden people and Bernie people, despite what they try to tell us. Everybody wants you to think that the lemmings are all poised and ready to march over the cliff edge together, and nothing could be further from the truth. So here's a little bit of background. Back in February of 2018, Carol Early said, "Movement for a People's Party celebrates 1-year anniversary with the release of its platform and American mission statement. On its 1-year anniversary, Movement for a People's Party, MPP, formerly Draft Bernie, is carrying the progressive torch from the Bernie Sanders campaign by releasing its platform along with its signature feature, an American mission statement. All across our nation, people go hungry while we produce more than enough food. People live on the streets when we have more than enough homes. People die sick when we have more than enough medicine. The problem is that meeting human needs is simply not the goal of our society. Our mission statement gives America the goal of maximizing human well-being and establishes that as the guide from which all policy decisions should flow. Our platform planks naturally follow from the mission of maximizing human well-being. They are a set of 24 principles that build on the Bernie 2016 platform and elevate the progressive policies that polls show the vast majority of Americans want." Jerry Perez, I had him on the show yesterday. He's the field director of Our Revolution Los Angeles. Jerry mentioned on the show yesterday that there was an attempted hostile takeover of Our Revolution Antelope Valley. He made it clear on the show that the Bernie movement has been contested every step of the way by the DNC. And as you are about to see, the insider groups, the DNC insider Bernie groups, have contested any kind of movement for a People's Party. They don't like the Green Party, they don't like Howie Hawkins, they don't like anything other than sheepdogging people into the corrupt DNC sheep pen. So here's just one of many examples of what's been going on. This press release is dated July 9th, 2020. Contact Kat Verges, Our Revolution Los Angeles. Attempted hostile takeover of Our Revolution Antelope Valley. On July 7th, 2020, Wade Alexander, Democratic Delegate, County Central Committee, 36th Assembly District, and Matthew Wheeler attempted a hostile takeover of Our Revolution Antelope Valley. In a group discussion on Facebook, Matthew Wheeler slandered and intimidated the group's lead organizer, Paul Solo, with false accusations of discrimination. This instigation caused Paul Solo to resign in anger. Later that evening, Wade Alexander attempted to repurpose Our Revolution Antelope Valley as a Democratic Party front group that would work to ensure that the will of the Democratic Party establishment would go unchallenged and to suppress the progressive base of the community. In addition to Wade Alexander being an elected delegate in the Democratic Party of Los Angeles County, these two individuals are affiliated with Our Revolution Santa Clarita and the Antelope Valley Progressive Democrats. Statement from Paul P.J. Solo. "I am a volunteer that believes in equality for all people. Matthew Wheeler and Wade Alexander tried to obstruct Our Revolution Antelope Valley from participating in the planned action with Movement for a People's Party on July 11th. I've been plugging that on this show. A wild, riotous, car-honking event. When I pushed back on this attempt, Matthew implied that I was discriminating against LGBTQ voices in the group. Matthew was clearly trying to instigate a hostile interaction with me and succeeded. I resigned in anger. Later that evening, I was told by another member that Wade and Matthew were trying to call a meeting to officially replace me and to separate from Our Revolution Los Angeles and subsequently the Movement for a People's Party. It was at this time that I realized these two individuals were coordinating their efforts to influence Our Revolution Antelope Valley against any involvement with the Movement for a People's Party. Wade Alexander, an elected Democratic delegate, betrayed the members of a group that endorsed and campaigned for him because they wanted to work with Movement for a People's Party. In light of this realization and the support I have received from the majority of our active members, I will not be resigning my position. Wade and Matthew have been ejected from Our Revolution Antelope Valley. False claims of discrimination to suppress the actions of citizens who are critical of a political party are unethical. Whether this was done out of self-interest or by direction is unknown. In my experience, that's exactly how institutional mobsters get the job done. I discussed this publicly with the hope that the Democratic Party of Los Angeles can be made aware and condemn this type of behavior, and to raise awareness to other groups organizing with Movement for a People's Party that this type of activity is occurring. Paul Solo, organizer, Our Revolution, Los Angeles, Antelope Valley. Here's a statement from Jerry Perez. It's my observation that these two individuals were sent here to infiltrate and take over this group in response to our organizers deciding to affiliate with Movement for a People's Party. Here in Our Revolution Los Angeles, Movement for a People's Party and our corresponding hub, we have a zero-tolerance policy on bullying, intimidation, and corruption. This makes me call into question the values and the intentions of Our Revolution Santa Clarita, Antelope Valley Progressive Democrats, and the Democratic Party. These actions are underhanded, dishonorable, disgraceful, and an insult to all progressive organizing in the nation. We will not tolerate this kind of behavior from anyone. Effective immediately, Wade Alexander and Matthew Wheeler are expelled from our organization. We call on Our Revolution Santa Clarita, Antelope Valley Progressive Democrats, and the Democratic Party of Los Angeles County to disavow and condemn these actions. Failure to do so would indicate that these organizations are complicit in this type of behavior. Here at Our Revolution Los Angeles and our corresponding hubs, we practice democracy. The majority of our members have decided to work with Movement for a People's Party to create a major new party free of corruption and corporate influence. Jerry Perez, Field Director, Our Revolution Los Angeles. Statement from Annalise Vinson. At Our Revolution Los Angeles and Movement for a People's Party, we will not allow corrupt individuals to tear down the progress we are all working so hard for. Individuals such as Wade Alexander, who declared himself a Dem Party loyalist, care only about climbing the political ladder and shaking hands with the establishment that holds Americans down. We will not tolerate dishonesty or corruption in our organization. Our loyalty is not to a party, it is to the policies we support and to the American people. We will not be silenced. We will not be stopped. We will create a major new party that actually represents working class people instead of big money interests. Our future is bright and no one will stand in our way. We will not allow ourselves to be corrupted, intimidated, or silenced. We are Americans, we will be heard, and we demand change now. Annalise Vinson, Vice Chair, Our Revolution, Los Angeles. And finally, a statement from Kat Verhes. At Our Revolution Los Angeles and in collaboration with the Movement for a People's Party, we stand for voters' freedom and do not condone anyone who tries to force the voter's hand. By attempting to infiltrate and overthrow a group working to allow voters to vote for platform above policy and turn Our Revolution Antelope Valley into an organization that is loyal to the corrupt Democratic Party, Matt and Wade undermined those efforts and values. It adds insult to injury that they attempted to do so by smearing the good name of PJ Solo as a bigot. PJ is a true progressive who cares for his community and the common person and is working toward a better future and freedoms for the people of the Antelope Valley. We will not allow corruption and dishonesty to infiltrate what we are trying to achieve in Los Angeles County, California, and in the United States. Kat Verges, Chair, Our Revolution, Los Angeles.